Lloyd, through to the next round. There's a second penalty shootout in a week. What happened there?
Well, listen, I don't want to be cliched. It was always going to be a game of two halves in that wind.
Yeah.
You know, we've got 45-mile-an-hour winds howling down the pitch. It can be windy here when it's not windy anywhere else in the world. So it was always going to be a tough challenge. I thought first half we were superb. We were outstanding. We defended really, really well. We kept our shape really well. The only disappointment in the first half was the goal we conceded from the corner right at the end, and that's where I just wanted to see games out. But I've walked in the dressing room after. That's the second time they've lost all season. So you know they've lost once in the league. They're right at the top of their league, and that was only last week they got beat. So they're not used to losing. They came here. They were excited about our stadium and the facilities we had. And the manager was like, "It's just awesome what you got." And he admitted to me he didn't know I was the owner, and he said, "You know, it gives our players a real lift coming to places like that." And I'm like, "No, I understand that, but all round I asked for hard work, for effort, for responsibilities to be taken all over the pitch." And for the majority of that game, we did that. Sloppy goals. So my speech in the dressing room afterwards, before I let them enjoy themselves, was, listen, let's be positive. We've just got through to another round of the trophy. We're really happy and positive about that win. And it's a win after penalties, so that's how I take it. But reflect on the 3 goals that we conceded, because that's what we've got to stop happening. The first one was a good goal. That's going to happen. There's a lot of pressure in, you know, when we're kicking into the win. The second one I was disappointed about. The third one I'll be fuming about. But we've got to enjoy our wins, and we've just got another one.
Yeah, there's a superb goal in the first half from Louis as well. Really beautifully taken. And Gary really worked his socks off there to get that equaliser in the end.
Yeah. You know, Gary. He walked off the pitch, and I said, "That's a skipper's performance. That's what I want from him." I thought it was a real handful all afternoon, even in the first half. You know, when you've got your back to the wind and the ball's holding up, it's the hardest thing in the world for us to be a forward, and the easiest thing in the world to be a defender. And I thought it was outstanding in the first half and second. But I don't want to get into individuals, and I'm talking about Gary. I thought everybody as a unit was outstanding. Defensively, we were very, very strong today when we needed to be. We stood up against a tough challenge, and we've come out of a win. And sometimes we can be over negative at this club, and I get it. But if we look back now at our last 10 games, I think that you know we've not lost that many games. We've lost 4 games in the last 10. That's a win to me today. That was a win on Tuesday, whether it's penalties or whether it's not, which would mean we've won 6. So for me, that's really good form. But what we've got to do, and it's not hard for me, is take it into the league. So this is great. But all the work's going to be about next Saturday and what we do in that game, because what we can't do is what we did last week and come to a league game at home, not perform and not get 3 points, and that'll be our complete focus this week.
Yeah, there's quite a few substitutions in the second half. Surprising, because there's a lot of forward players being taken off. Were there some knocks out there today?
No, there weren't knocks. I was worried that we were going to get caught on the counter attack, because we were getting caught. People weren't. And this is not individuals. I wanted more deliveries into the box, not more touches to get deliveries in the box. Because every time it got into Gary, there was handfuls. You probably heard me from the side screaming some of the short free kicks we're taking. I question. I know we want to play football. I know we want to pass it. I know we want to keep the ball. That's the modern way. But there's a wind blowing down our pitch. It's behind us. We're in their half. Deliver a ball in the box. Don't disappoint me. If I'm them, I want us to play short football and keep it in front of us. If I'm them and we start hitting balls into the box with our big lads, because they weren't the biggest side, it's panic stations. And I think that's sometimes where we've got to be a little more simple about some of the things we do. And that was the only changes. You know, Jeff, I thought, did really well. I thought Rodney did really well. Louis did really well. Gary was outstanding. But we're now starting to get a few players back, so we've got some opportunities on the bench to change things when we need to. You know, to have the option to turn around and look at Rory Deacon and Liam Gillis and George on the bench. I'm like, great. 3 weeks ago, I was looking at the bench and going, I've got 3 centre halves. So that's a real positive. And we made changes, not really for injuries, other than Jack Dixon's. I was worried about his hamstring going because it was getting tighter and tighter. And I've got an eye on that, and an eye on that for next week. So I'm not sure Stoney will be able to limp through another game. But we made changes, I think, for the right reasons, and we've got the result we wanted.
And then finally, they nearly scored an absolutely stunning winner in the last couple of minutes. Was it offside? I think
it was offside. It was offside before it got played. That's where it half stopped. Yeah. And the guy played it back into him, who was already offside, and the linesman had his flag up way before the shot even went in. But you know, I would have been fuming with that goal, if I'm honest. It was from nothing. It was from us defending quite poorly. If you look at the third goal, it was a throw-in they had that we just didn't defend very well, and they were the things that made me make the changes I did. So we had people that could combat that a little bit, because I always thought we'd have a chance to get a goal. It didn't turn out like that, and I 10 minutes ago I'm looking at thinking we'll go on and win this, and I really thought we did, and for a minute you thought we might have lost it when they scored, but it was offside, and offside's offside. There's some confusing things that go on. I don't really understand rules of football anymore. We have people sent off for last ditch tackles that stop goal scoring opportunities. They stop a goal scoring opportunity, we get a penalty, he doesn't even get a booking. So them things are quite confusing. The referee said to me at half time he should have booked him. He don't think he should have sent him off because it was a genuine attempt to get the ball. I find that hard to take when he's the same referee that sent Jack Dixon off a little while ago for exactly the same thing. But that's the inconsistencies. I'm not going to moan about referees today. We've got to win. Let's enjoy our win. Let's take that on to next week and make sure we're positive and have a good game next week at home.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's hope for a big draw in the next round and get some National League side down
here. Yeah, listen, you can. I'm not sure it goes National League. I think it still might be regional. I'm not sure. But there's some big clubs in it. That's for sure in the next round. And a good draw. Or look at it another way. Let's get a really easy draw at home, and let's get in the first round proper and get a really big draw. That'd be really good.
Yeah. Okay. On to next Saturday. Thanks for talking to us and well done today.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.